Hey guys, what's up? So we're back again, and basically, Control A deletes everything here, and I want to be showing you in this this how to create freehand shape. We just talked about how to create advanced shapes, and basically, if we dey talk about advanced shape, now just any shape wey you think for your head, how easy is it in CorelDRAW to create? And I'm trying to tell you that it's super easy. You don't even have to think too much about doing it. Now, you remember, you fit use freehand take draw whatever you like. I've showed you before. So you fit use freehand take draw whatever you like this, right? And then you could choose to like, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm just creating something off the top of my head. And let's say something like this, right? You see now. So what I just drew now, I just drew an upside down axe. Right? So it's still very, 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 very possible for me to just keep going. Right? So how easy it is for you to create? It's pretty easy. So I'm doing this. I'm cutting this and this and this. Why? Because there's something I want to do. So let me touch this one. Go back again to my freehand tool. I'm going to select this node and add to it. I'm just going to draw this right here, like this. Right? So I'm going to do something else again. I'm going to draw another one, here like this. Right? I'll go to this one, this interactive view, and if I click this small arrow there, I'll touch this smart view. Right? So what that smart view is going to do is I'm just going to create one shape here, one shape here, one shape here. Right? So let me show you what I have successfully done now. This, and this is now another shape. Right? So I'll bring this shape here like this. So I'm going to give this one some kind of a light gray. I'm going to give this one black, right? And then I'll just give this one some kind of a brownish handle, you know. Okay, that's not brown enough. Control and orange. I want to get that brown I'm looking for. So let me just highlight everything and remove the outline, so to say. So as it be now like this, you can easily tell that it's an axe, right? We can start adding those extra blah, 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 blah. So let me just, right? So I can add this, 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 right? So with this smart shape tool, I can come here, put color here, put color here, put color here, right? So Control Z, sorry, Control and Z, right? So any mistake you make, you can easily press Ctrl Z to go back. So what I'm going to do is I want to remove this guy. I want to create those all those wooden color fields somewhere. So if you drag this brown and put this brown inside here, this one like this, I will double tap on this. So double click on this color. If the color comes out like this, what you want to do next is I'm just working with my imagination here. Alright. So let's make that light on the brown. Let's make that light on the brown. Let's make that light on the brown. Light on the brown. It's still giving me that too much of the yellow stuff. So I'm going to move it back again so that I can get that light on the brown. No, 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 no. Let's do it manually. Control. Right. So same thing we'll do with this control. Repeat. Control arrow. I just press control arrow now for repeat. And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow again. Okay, let me just add a little bit of white this time around. Right? And then this guy, I'm going to control shift and E together to pick a color from here. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'll just select this whole thing like this and remove the outline so that you can get a clear picture. You see now. Okay, my node is not perfect yet, but this is how easy it is for you to create advanced shape. Right? So another thing we can do here, I'm just going to press G. That opens up fill tool, and then I can give here black, right? So that it now looks like this, right? And I can just keep modifying this thing and modifying and modifying and modifying and modifying. So I'm using my shape tool now. I want to drag this place out. so that there's something you can hold. Does it not look like an axe? To an extent it does, but there are still some modifications that I can make, right? There are still modifications that I can make. For example, I can keep changing and rechanging this my texture, this my wooden texture until I get the thing perfect. We started from here, remember, freehand tool, and now we are at this point. It's also very possible for you to go and get your pen tool and draw. Okay, for instance, I'm going to show you something interesting now, right? So let me get to my local disk, image resources. Remember that flyer we had the other time? I'm going to bring this flyer out right here. I'm going to show you something interesting, right? So with our pen tool, right? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to press Z. So that's the key of that alphabet Z. And alphabet Z. You say alphabet Z. Alphabet Z, right? Alphabet Z to bring out the zoom tool. After I do zoom finish, then you bring out your pen tool. Guess what I'm going to do here? I'm going to start tracing. So I can literally trace her out of, if you are stuck here and you are not actually seeing where you are placing your pen tool, which is the nodes, you can press Ctrl and plus to zoom in, to tighten your view. And then I'm just going to play around. Click, drag, click, drag. If you want to create a sharp point, you just click and move. You don't need to drag, but I'm dragging so that I can create that curve, right? So now that I'm in a zoom view, I don't want to zoom out. I'll press alternate, and your D-pad, up arrow, that arrow that is pointing up. If you press alternate and you press up and down, it will move like this while you are still maintaining your zoom. If you press alternate while you are in the pen tool, you can close that node at that particular point. If you press Control, you can move that node at that particular point of time. So I'm using Control now to move this node from here to here because I want it to follow the hair. So once I'm done, I press my Ctrl Z, Ctrl and Z. Select your P tool, Ctrl and Z, right? So go back again to your pen tool, come here. If you make a mistake, you can continue from that last node where you stopped. So I'm just going to tap it and then continue. Drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, alternate, up, 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 click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. So in order to create the curves, I'm clicking and dragging, and it's very possible for me to completely trace her out of this design that we've made before, or that has been made before. You get? So that is how you use pen tool to create image. And I'm telling you that I can literally go around her and even come to this point that you're seeing maybe is kind of hard. The only problem you'll be having is your creativity, because I'm telling you that I can literally draw her eye out of this thing. Just follow the shadows and the shades of the entire thing. I can draw her eyes out here. Those cartoon illustration stuff. This is basically how they use pen tool to draw it. It's very possible to draw this thing here or draw it on Photoshop and then go and animate it. I don't know if I get my point. So I can do control, right? Right? So just like this. You see what I'm doing? This is what I'm doing. I'm creating those sharp points so that by the time I'm done with this lash, you will see it in the cartoon form. And that's basically how we just do it. Because let me just show you an example. If I give it color and I remove this, do you see? Do you see what happened? So control back, back, back. I could literally create I will create an entire lash here. I'll create an eyelash, and then I'll draw this shade, and then I can come here and repeat this. I will draw her out, and you will have a line art illustration of this character, of this person. Do you understand my point now? So creating advanced shape, you can use your pen tool, you can use your freehand, you can just start drawing. If you can even decide to say, okay, I'm going to draw a box here, right? I'm going to draw a box here, right? And then I'm going to right click and convert it to curve. And then I'll go to my shape tool, right? I can add a node, draw that node here, right? Let's put another node here in the neck, right? This is another node here for this curve. This is another node here, right? Double click on the node to delete it. And then I'll press my Z or Z come here. What am I going to do now? I'm going to try and make sure that this one comes here. So what I can do is convert it to curve. So right click on that node, right click, convert to curve. Right? I can choose to delete this. You get it now? And then I can add another one here. So what I'm doing is add another node here, add here. So I'm teaching you how to create advanced shapes, and these are just the very many ways it's very easy for you to create all these nice advanced shapes in CorelDRAW. You're not even stressing yourself out. You're just following what it is. I can use box, I can use freehand, I can use pen tool. I'm using, so all I'm just doing now is arranging and aligning this stuff, right? So double click, I'll put this on this line here like this. I can double click here again to lock this. Double click again, add another node, come and put one here. Double click again here. Double click again here to come and drag it here. And double click again here to come and put this one here. So the next thing I will do now is touch here and convert it to curve. What did I do? I just pressed it. This one I did not double click. I only click once. I click once, right? And then I now right click there at that point to say convert to curve, so that I can get that here. Right? So the next thing I will do here now is to come to this point now. Next, I'll come and touch it once. Don't double click, just one click. And then I'll turn it to curve, and then I will draw it down like this. Ooh la la. You get it now? So like this. Like this, I've been able to get the shape. And I can just keep going around, adding nodes, drawing nodes, adding nodes, drawing nodes. So I'll lock one here. Let me lock one here. Double click again here, and then I'll come and put this one here like this. Get the point now? So you get the point now? And then it's very possible for me to just come and drag it here like this. I'm doing this so that I can have that shape, that shape that I want. It's not compulsory that you have to add this many things, but I'm just adding this just for me. Sure you get. So I can just keep going, adding nodes. It depends on what you see and how you want it to be. Remember, to delete a node, double click, or you just click on it once and press the delete button. And that's how you create advanced shapes in different formats, right? So I used the box to try and trace her, and you can see it. And then I used freehand to draw this one. And then I also used pencil to draw eyelash. Right, so if you take her out, you see that we are almost already getting a human figure here. I just need to draw the eyes and the rest, which is easy for me to use, because I learned it, and that is what you are doing now. You are learning this. All right, so that's that for this creating advanced shapes and so on. So the next thing I'll be teaching you is how to use the blend tool for smooth transition. I'm going to explain to you how to blend. All right, so make I just do it now. Leave next video. I'm doing it right now. So let me show you what the blend tool can do. So I can create a color, for example, of Control Shift and E, Control Shift and E to pick a color. So I'm going to pick this dark color. Right? So I'll go back to my pick tool to select this box, and then I'll come here, hold Shift, and then click and drag inside. Then you right click to duplicate. Remember, this 4 square box is to duplicate. So I'll duplicate that. Control Shift and E again. I'm going to pick a color from our forehead, which is the light color, and then I'm going to highlight the both of them and remove the outline. The next thing I want to do now is pick this color on the inside. Go down to this interactive. Just may not be showing this. Just may be showing the shadow tool that is here. The shadow tool. So open this small triangle that is here and select this blend tool. If you don't select this blend tool, just drag this one, enter this one. You see it now, and that's how we can create tones. Right? We can create tones. We can create color distribution. That's what I mean. So let me show you. So for instance, now let me create another one here. It's the same process, alright? So Control Shift E, and then I want to pick this gold color that is here. Control page down, right? To fix it in. So what I'm going to do is I just select the three, and I'm just going to blend. Okay, so let me blend. I'm going to blend these two together, right? So let me blend this to this. first off. And so you see how perfect color it is. And so what we can do next is go to object and break apart. We'll break the blend. And so we'll go and select this one now, ungroup it. Right? Ungroup is Control U, by the way. Right? So the next thing is to select that last color. Control plus. Select this color, and then you go to the blend tool, and then you're going to blend this guy to this guy. And so we have one color to one color to one color, and it looks like an egg. As in, it's a perfect coloration of an egg. Use it. So this is how I would have been able to blend her face if I was creating a cartoon of her. I would have been able to blend her face to create something like this. And you see the way the color is just evenly distributed. You can easily tell that it's an egg. You get the point now. So that's basically how you just do this thing. It's pretty easy. And another thing, let's go even further. Let's go even further. Right. Shift. Okay, I'm going to put this one here like this. Right click to duplicate, and then Control Shift and E. I'm going to pick a sharp color around here. I think that color should be even sharper. So Control and I'm going to add white. Control click on white. Let's make it brighter. And then I'm going to blend this one to this. And so pick only this one here like this, and let's just drag it here. Let's just drag it here. I'm going to make it a bit whiter, right? So that you have that big little bit of sparkle. So it looks like it's not shining. It looks like it's shining more. So that's basically how the blend tool works. So I've put the advanced shape and blend it together in this video. So in the next video, I'll show you something else very special. So watch the video again and make sure that you learn and you are able to do. If you have any questions or whatever, you can post it and reach out to me, and I'll answer it simply because this thing is simple. Get the point, right?